Hey everyone, it's Chaos World here, and I will be doing, I have the name here, the Senior / Junior BJD tag by Lady Irene. And if you're seeing this, hey, I found your videos. Sorry it took me forever to find them, but I love your videos and I'm so excited to do this tag. So let's get into it. Question number 1. How long have you been in the hobby for? So I'm definitely in the senior category. Even though at heart I feel like a junior, but I'm definitely a senior at this point. So I've been in the hobby for 9 years now, and next year it'll be my 10th anniversary. Isn't that crazy? I started it when I got my first doll, which here she is. I got her in 2011, and yeah, soon it's gonna be 10 years. I was looking, like, creeping around before then, but I count being in the hobby when I got my first doll. Question number 2. How has the hobby changed for / around you? So that is like a big thing. The hobby has changed so much since when I started. Like when I started, Flickr was still a big thing for photos. Instagram was still on the newer side. What else? YouTube was different. It was still small. What was in style? So like the more like, she has a sadder face, but the more like cutesy, like pale type dolls, as you guys can see, like more pastel-y. That was the time. If you're an OG, you know, Freya BJD was like a big thing at the time. If you know who she is. She's not like, she has dolls, but she's not active in the hobby anymore. She's changed everything, which I don't blame her. Bullying was not as prevalent. It was there, but it wasn't as prevalent when I started. So I hate bringing it up, but like, for example, people would post like recast box openings, and people didn't, like, there wasn't very many comments. It was just there, and there wasn't a ton of them, by the way. There's a lot more than there was when I started, but now there's like, if someone does like their recast box opening or something, people will like attack them in the comments, which, like, and I'm talking about different from educating, like attack them. So that was a big thing. Like, people, when I started anyway, weren't really attacking you in the comments, versus now when people do that. So the bullying's definitely gone up with the whole Instagram, because now currently there's bully pages, which was not a thing on Instagram. The only bully page I knew of was on the BJD Confessions. That was the only bullying type page I knew of, but now there's all different types of pages on Instagram. There's Tumblr, there's still BJD Confessions, all that stuff. So there's a lot more of that. The type of videos people made, so box openings are always around, they're always going to be around, but now there's like a shift. So now, not that I'm mad, I'm happy with it. Now I find there's a lot more like crafty videos on YouTube being made. Tags are still around, of course. I remember when I started, tags, the BJD Addict prompts were big, and also story for your character videos were huge, and that's what inspired me to join the hobby as well, like get on YouTube, because I like making stories for my dolls. So that was a big thing. And if you're, again, an OG, like Annie P was sharing her stories, Shell was sharing her stories, Denali was sharing her stories, Sarah Beheading, I don't know if she's still on YouTube, I know she's on Insta still, and she changed her name. She used to do stories. BJD Love did stories. Hollow Hawk did stories. Her crafting was amazing. She did both story crafting, all of that. So stories were a big thing at the time when I joined. So I'm gonna move along now, because I can talk for quite a while about what has changed versus when I started. So I'm gonna move along. Number 3, do you regret anything you have done in the hobby? I don't really have any big, oh, actually I do have one regret that I already apologized for. But I don't know, I understand like why I did something, so I don't know if I'm really regretful, I guess, because everything that's happened has brought me to where I am now. So, but I guess I'll share. I didn't regret selling any dolls or anything like that. There was this girl, I have no idea if she's around. She was in the hobby for like a tiny second. She had BJDs, but she mostly did Monster High customizations, and I loved it. She's the only person I ever bought Monster High customs for, and I've never ever seen any customizations that I liked after her. She was the only one. So I was so excited. I was gonna buy so many from her. Anyway, so she was just building up. She's getting popular for that, and she's really talented. Like, she was just starting out, and so many people were interested in buying from her. Anyways, I don't know. I'm not gonna say her name because I don't know. She could still be in the background of the hobby, and she doesn't want her name put out there anymore, especially considering what happened. So there was a moment, I was part of it, where she was taking a lot of commissions. She supposedly sent out my doll and some other people's. They weren't getting the dolls. People were getting frustrated, especially for me. It had been like over a month or so, and she had sent to me before, and it didn't take that long. So I was like, what's going on? So people were freaking out, posting on their Insta for everyone to know, like saying she's a scammer, she stole my money, that type of thing. And then I put in them like I didn't get mine either, because I didn't. And I'm like, maybe she is a scammer type thing. I was saying she's a scammer. Yeah. Anyways, eventually I did get my doll. She did get everyone dolls out, and then after that she basically left. She was done. And yeah, like, I guess, I don't know, like, I was very skeptical because of my experience with I think I had been scammed by Hell Corgi before her. So I was very on the defensive side. But I think it could have honestly been a mailing error, because she said it got sent back to her. I don't know if it actually was, or me calling her out made her send it. I don't know. But my regret is, I do regret for not just DMing her about it. And I shouldn't have put it out on the story on Instagram for everyone, and for me, that's my regret. I shouldn't have put it out there for everybody. I should have just went to her DMs and talked to her from there, and if we couldn't figure something out, then maybe put it out there to see if it would encourage her. But I should have did that initial step first, and that's what my regret was. I did make a video apologizing, like a public video. I don't remember what I named it anymore, but yeah, I did make a public video, so if she does ever see it, if she's in the background, I did make my apology. So whether she accepts it or not, that's there, but I put it out there. Okay, so that was one of my biggest regrets. Other than that, I don't think, nothing else comes to the top of my head, I think, of things that I regret doing. Yeah. If you were to give out one piece of advice, what would it be? My piece of advice is literally, it's do what you want. And what I mean by that is, because a lot of people, I find, especially new people, they get so scared to do things like, so they'll get a new wig for their doll, and they'll be like, well, I really love it, but do you guys like it on Instagram or whatever? And then people will be like, yes or no, we don't like it. And yeah, I definitely think like you can take what people say into consideration, but at the end of the day, like I always say, it's your doll, it's your collection. So when you're not on Instagram, YouTube, whatever, it's just you and your doll. So if you really love it, then just do it. If you really want to make something, just make it. Even if it looks bad, then you don't have to share it, type thing. Just do what you want to do. If you want to make stories but you think your stories are crap, who cares? Just do it. If you want to make photo stories, just do it. If you want to try making your own wigs, just do it. Do what you want to do and have fun with your hobby, because there's too many people who are miserable and are going to try to make you unhappy in your hobby, and I don't know what they gain. I guess misery likes company. So make sure at the end of the day you're happy with whatever you're doing with your dolls. Do you, basically. And that is my advice. So thanks for stopping by on my video, and I hope to see more people do the tag. I've only seen a couple people do it, so hopefully more of you guys do it. And thanks for making the tag, Lady Irene. Until the next time, bye.